Good afternoon, I'm Jim Axelrod for First Look, coming to you today from the North Lawn of the White House, where later this evening the President will give one of, if not the most important speech of his presidency. I'm just out of an hour-long briefing by a couple of senior administration officials in advance of the speech, giving us a sense of what we're going to hear tonight. And looking through my notebook as I've just come out of this, essentially what the President is going to tell the American people is that it is time for the Iraqis to step forward. I think one of the many messages that will rise to the front in terms of importance and prominence is that the President is essentially saying to the Iraqis and to Prime Minister Maliki, look, it is time for you to step up. In essence, he's putting them on notice that either they become more effective partners in making Iraq safer, or the American support, which isn't open-ended, will begin to recede. Expect to hear tonight a number of changes in the way the U.S. military and the Iraqi security forces do business, that the Iraqi forces will move to the front, to the lead, that American forces will embed and offer support, but they'll be in a process of transitioning to a place where the American forces are no longer in the lead. This becomes critically important as the President tries to convince the nation that it is still worth the U.S. military being involved in Iraq, and he'll get into some specifics about how they're going to divide up the city into districts, and that each district will get a specific Iraqi deployment there, and that'll be matched by an American brigade or an American battalion. A lot to come tonight in terms of how the war effort is going to change, and also Iran and Syria apparently will be put on notice and warned sternly as well. But essentially the President has to convince the American people, again, that Iraq is a place where the U.S. military and the United States government needs to be deployed. Again, we'll have a lot more on this story tonight on the CBS Evening News with Couric as we get into both the political and the diplomatic and the military implications of everything that the President is going to lay out in his speech to the nation, 9 o'clock tonight. Jim Axelrod for First Look.